Thanks for tuning in to Twang and Bang. That was a really typical 5-shot sub half-inch group at 100 yards that I'm getting with this setup. It's my Remington 700 PSS and 308 Winchester, wearing a Bushnell HDMR with the H59 reticle. I have it resting on an Atlas bipod, and I'm shooting factory Hornady 168 grain boat tail hollow point. The newest addition to this setup is this. It's the Liberty Victory, and it's a full titanium 30 caliber suppressor. And it's what's coming up next on Twang and Bang. The Liberty Victory is a thread-on 30 caliber silencer built with the precision rifle in mind. Its 10-inch length gives it 32 plus decibels of reduction of full power 308 Winchester, but yet it weighs less than a pound. The tube and baffles are titanium with a square cut bore that has proven to provide great suppression with minimal impact on bullet flight. The blast chamber is lined with stainless steel to eliminate sparking and erosion that you can get on other titanium suppressors. Liberty includes a basic mirage cover with the Victory. Though effective during dry conditions, the cover will absorb water in wet conditions. As soon as the can gets hot, that water will turn to steam and potentially be worse than not using a mirage cover at all. However, it is a nice touch and it's very useful most of the time you'll find yourself at the range. Correctly installing the mirage cover isn't as obvious as it looks. You need to start about an inch behind the suppressor and cinch it down tight so that it won't slide forward under recoil. Keep in mind that the blast chamber is the hottest part of any suppressor and that the muzzle end produces very little mirage. So don't be thrown off by the appearance once it's in place. This is the way it works best. I've already shown you how great the rifle groups with the Victory, but I also want to show you how small the point of impact shifts from suppressed to unsuppressed. The first group is with the Victory, and the second group is unsuppressed, both being aimed at the orange diamond, or where it used to be before the first shot. Point of impact shifts are usually measured in mils, but the Victory prints an extremely impressive 0.4 mil shift. These groups are a bit deceiving, but the Victory group is actually smaller than the unsuppressed group, and that's been consistently what I've seen. This rifle is very precise by itself, but the Victory seems to tighten the groups ever so slightly. No silencer can quiet the sound a bullet makes after it leaves the barrel, and with supersonic ammo, you will still get a loud crack from the bullet's pressure wave. However, a silencer will make it harder for someone downrange to pinpoint a shooter, which is known to give a tactical advantage to sharpshooters and potentially hunters. Without a silencer, the sound at 100 yards begins with the same crack because the bullet reaches the target faster than the sound of the gunshot. The louder boom from an unsuppressed rifle is what will draw your attention to the shooter, and the farther you are from the shooter, the more time you will have to notice where it's coming from. The Liberty Victory is very impressive with the suppression of noise to the shooter's ear. Its 32 decibel rating matches that of most ear protection, though when shooting under cover or from a room or a blind, you'll still probably want to wear Ear Pro. You don't need to shoot at night to see how effective the Victory is at flash suppression. Here you can see the flash that is typical from this 20-inch barrel. It's not enough to notice as a shooter, but it's like a flash bulb going off for everyone to see. The Victory completely eliminates flash in all directions except directly in line with the bore. And if you see that flash, it's probably the last thing you'll ever do. The Victory excels at recoil and muzzle blast reduction. This makes calling your own shots much easier, and of course it makes your rifle much more pleasant for you as the shooter and those around you when you pull the trigger. The blast reduction is especially important to me as I plan to take my daughter hunting with me this year. Looking at this frame, the intense muzzle blast is easily seen in the mat and the grass in front of the rifle. I shoot with a relaxed form, which is why the rifle rocks back and up. The Victory has almost no impact on the blades of grass below it, and the rifle barely moves from the shot. This feature is actually much more important to me as a shooter than the sound suppression, and because of it, I can't imagine shooting unsuppressed without being compelled by law. The Liberty Victory can be used on autoloaders, and it can even be used on 5.56 AR-15s. It also makes a great 300 blackout suppressor, as you can hear with the 220 grain subsonic ammo I'm shooting here. Of course, I am really happy with this suppressor. Who wouldn't be with results like that? I was expecting the lightweight, I was expecting the noise suppression, the blast suppression. I actually was pretty impressed with the recoil reduction. It really makes a huge difference, as you saw. But what really gets me about this can is that I'm still shooting really tight groups with it. I've got a very small and very repeatable point of impact shift. It's very clear to me that David Sailors knows what he's doing when he's making suppressors for precision rifles. If you want to learn more about the Liberty Victory, be sure to click the link in the video description below. If you like this video, please take the time to log in and click the like button. YouTube needs to know that you like firearms-oriented programming. If you want to help the channel even more, be sure to click right here to see how you can contribute to the channel through my Patreon campaign. Be sure to click right here to subscribe so you can catch my next videos on bows, guns, and other cool stuff like this Victory suppressor. I really appreciate you watching Twang and Bang, and I hope to see you next time.